Welcome to Politics NY with Sky. Schneps Media is asking each candidate running for New York City office this year 3 questions in 3 minutes to get to know them in a candid way. And right now I'm with Aleta LaFargue. She's running for New York City Council District 3. That's on the west side of Manhattan. So Aleta, tell us about your background and why you're running for office this year.
My parents were always very involved in our community and did a lot of activism. My mother had me on her hip at marches, protesting the closure of theaters, or she's an actress. My father is a writer, but he's also worked in restaurants for most of his life. And then about 15 years ago, he opened his own restaurant in the West Village. And so I, moved away as young adults do, but I ended up coming back when I had my son, and I live now with him in Manhattan Plaza where I grew up. And it's a very strong, tight-knit community here. But as my son was getting older, I realized there weren't quite as many community activities or programs that I had remembered experiencing as a kid. And so I decided I was going to get more involved, and I ended up running to be the tenant president here. And I won. I've served as tenant president for 5 years here. And we've developed all kinds of programming for seniors, for children, for families, for single people. And it's really a fun place to live and raise a family because it's mostly artists who live here. If you don't know about Manhattan Plaza, it's a 70% artist residence. So we get to do a lot of, outdoor performances and, but there've been, dark times here as well that I think have given me a lot of experience in standing up for my community.
So now in terms of the campaign for District 3, what is your unique quality or maybe something that you think makes you shine amongst the other candidates because it's a competitive field?
Well, honestly, I think my commitment to community is really something that is important right now. I think that people don't feel as if they've been listened to. I don't think that people feel like that our elected officials have taken their concerns as seriously as they feel they need to be taken. I'm not here to push my own personal agenda. I got in this race because people asked me to. And this summer, I really saw there were holes in what needed to be done. And we were able to do an extraordinary amount of work, to help people during the quarantine. And I just felt like if I can do this on my own as a volunteer, imagine what I can do with an office of people who are helping and, budgets and things. And I just think it's important to have a mother who understands, the challenges facing families right now when it comes to like schools, remote learning. These are a lot of things that are, going forward in the next several years, we're going to have to deal with.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your thoughts and platform with us on Schneps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes. And I'm Sky with Politics NY.